Hi everyone. I'm the Levante product planner, and today we introduce you the newcomer Levante Hybrid. But first, let's start with an overview of Levante, the Maserati of SUV, a car that combines the aggressive line of a sport car, the elegance of a sedan, and the versatility of an SUV. Since its launch in 2016, Levante has collected many successes. It's the fastest SUV in its category with the Trofeo version, is the top seller of the Maserati lineup, and has gained an off-beating positioning for our consumers by offering the best luxury performance. For these reasons, Levante accepts no boundaries. An SUV made to tackle any terrain while delivering the signature driving performance of Maserati. But this is our story, and today we present you the second step in Maserati electrification strategy. Hybrid is the way Maserati is reinventing electrification and creating power in a whole new way. And Levante Hybrid is providing its boundless attitude once again. It's a hybrid car that has the muscle to go off-road and at the same time doesn't have compromise on performance. This car will make its debut in the new GT trim. All the GT versions will have chrome finishing on front bumper and front grille, as we have already seen on Maserati Gran Lusso. The GT badge above the three iconic side air vents, interiors in standard leather grain A and black piano trim. Of course, the full range of upholstery and real material upgrade will be available as OPTs. On top of this, the hybrid version will have specific style features, as Pablo will now explain to you in details.
But first, I want to recap some features of the model year 21 because Levante Hybrid is based on model year 21. Okay. The model year 21 of Levante, we designed a new grille at the centerpiece of the Maserati design with a new spoke. We call the diapason design. No, it's a spoke with two blades like a diapason. In chrome for the luxury version and piano black for the sporty version. Going to the rear of the car for model year 21, we redesigned completely a new tail lamp with a boomerang design. This boomerang design is a new signature for Maserati. It's inspired by the Maserati 3002 GT of Giorgetto Giugiaro and also the concept Alfieri. And specific for the Levante Hybrid, we have the iconic side vents of Maserati, the three iconic side vents, in a specific color for the hybrid version, an anodized blue. Also on the side of the car, we have the calipers, the brake calipers, in blue anodized, the same colors as the side air vents. On the C-pillar, the classic C-pillar of Maserati, the Trident logo have some details on anodized blue. Going to the interior of the car, also for model year 21, we introduced a new display with a high resolution and a new cluster, a new graphic for this cluster on the model year 21. And specific for the Levante Hybrid, all the stitches on the seats and the door panel are in blue, specific for the hybrid version, like Ghibli and Levante.
I want to talk to you about the user experience. As we will hear, we have a very particular power unit with which we catered to the electrification to the specific needs of our Maserati clients, following in particular the Maserati DNA of the interpretation in the means of performance. As User Experience Lab, we wanted to support this particular sensation of power deployment that you will receive from our power unit with helping our clients to understand how this unit is working so that he can easily use and enjoy the full performance and handling of the car. Of course, we were aimed to do so by using an extremely clear and intuitive graphic approach. In the cluster, we introduced a specific gauge that will tell you right in its center the actual state of the battery level. Contemporary, to the right, the level of the e-boost you are requesting in that particular precise moment, and to the left, the battery recharge percentage while decelerating or braking to understand when your battery will be ready for the next challenge. On the infotainment side, instead, we have the latest generation Maserati Connect head unit that we just launched a few months ago with high computing power, with high definition, high resolution displays, full connectivity, wireless charging, and wireless connection with your phone by CarPlay and Android Auto, integrated apps and Alexa, just to mention some of the main features.
I want to talk to you more in detail about the powertrain of the Levante mild hybrid. So the powertrain is composed of a 2-liter 4-cylinder engine that is mated to our 48-volt hybrid system. The hybrid system is composed of 3 main components. The first one is the BSG. The BSG, the bell starter generator, is an electrical machine that is able to recover energy while braking and decelerating when you're using the car. The energy that is recovered is stored in a 48-volt lithium-ion battery in the back of the car that is able to send back energy to the system in 2 ways. The first one is back to the BSG. The BSG is therefore through the e-assist feature to assist the engine when the engine is not working in its most efficient range, thus helping reduce fuel consumption and emissions. The other way where the energy is used is to enhance performance. In typical Maserati fashion, we wanted to, even with this hybrid powertrain, to stress and improve performance as much as possible. And this is why we introduced the e-booster. The e-booster is an electrically driven compressor that works alongside the standard thermal turbocharger. And its role is to improve performance at low RPM, increasing torque and reducing turbo lag. The end result is a very power-dense powertrain. We have 330 horsepower, 450 Newton meters of torque that, more importantly, are available from 2,200 RPM up to 4,000 RPM. And this is due to the e-booster, which in particular helps achieve 80% of maximum torque already at 1,500 RPM. In total, we have 165 horsepower per liter, which is really a reference value for such a small engine. Not only that, but the overall powertrain is also lighter than our V6 Levante. At the front, the engine is 24 kilos lighter, and thanks to the installation of the battery in the back of the car, the hybrid powertrain also helps improve the Maserati signature 50-50 weight distribution among the axles. All these features combined make the Levante hybrid really performant. In 0 to 60 or 0 to 100 kph is done in 6 seconds. Top speed is 240 kilometers an hour. These are values much better than our current diesel Levante, and not comparable, they match the Levante V6 350 horsepower. At the same time, though, the hybrid powertrain enables us to have 20% better CO2 emissions, while at the same time retaining the same performance. As usual, this hybrid powertrain has been integrated in the core features of Levante. First of all, we still have our Q4 all-wheel drive system that is able to, in normal condition, have 100% torque at the rear axle, so to enhance our signature rear-wheel drive drivability, while at the same time delivering 50% of the torque at the front axle when the road condition demand it. We still have our standard air spring suspension with electronic dampers that also enable us to differentiate among the drive modes that are retained from the current Levante range. We're talking about off-road, normal, sport, and increased control and efficiency. First, on Levante Hybrid is the introduction of the sailing feature in the ICE mode that enables to decouple the gearbox and the engine while you're coasting on the highway, thus reducing the resistance of the vehicle and therefore improve fuel consumption. Finally, the Levante Hybrid, as all Maseratis, must have its signature sound. So a lot of effort has been spent on developing the exhaust system, tuning the hardware of the exhaust without using artificial sound enhancement as it's our tradition. We have bypass valves that enables us to have a higher sound in sport mode that open up above a certain RPM. And in this way, for Maserati Hybrid, we retain the signature Maserati sound. So in summary, the Maserati Levante Hybrid is still 100% Maserati, just now more efficient.
Levante is faster than a diesel, more sustainable than a diesel or V6, and unique in a specific style feature. Moreover, this car will have great performance and an authentic sound. So we can say that Levante Hybrid maintains 100% Maserati DNA and at the same time represent an important step in our brand electrification.